Hello everyone, my name is David and today I'm recording this video. Let's get started. Time makes sense in small pieces, but when you look at the huge stretches of time, it's almost impossible to wrap your head around things. So let's start small. With minutes, hours, days, you probably spent the last 24 hours mostly sleeping, working, with coffee somewhere else. Please watch less TV. Now let's look at 2013, relatively unnoticed. Hitler's bodyguard dies at 96, while at June Edward Snowden started the NSA's turns. Moving back a bit, the 21st century is still pretty young and largely shaped by the attacks on the 9/11 that ultimately led to the Third Iraq War. Oh, and Facebook and smartphones took over our lives. But we're just getting started. Let's back up further. The 20th century has been shared as conflict too. After two devastating world wars, the Cold War lasted almost for the second half of it. The average human lifespan covers most of this stuff, as well as the birth of the internet and beginning of the information age. This only living person on Earth is currently Miso Awana, who was born in 1898, which means that her birth was closer to Napoleon ruling Europe than the current day. The last 500 years of human history brought enormous changes to our lifestyle. Industrialization gave rise to new ideas like consumerism. Farmers became workers and knowledge became easier to distribute. The theory of evolution changed how we saw ourselves and the world we live in a few hundred years. The 15th century was eventful. Columbia's discovery of America as fall of Constantinople marked the end of the Middle Ages. People in the Middle Age were super into war and territory, but the Black Plague was far more efficient than war, killing third European in 6 years. Arriving at common area, let's look at where we came from. Our current century is tiny and 2013 is barely visible. This is the record for human history. The pyramids were constructed 4,500 years ago. The peak of the Roman Empire was 2,000 years ago. So the Romans and pyramids are just old as the Roman to us today. The history starts with writing, but what happened before that? About 12,000 years ago, the agricultural revolution took place. Mankind began farming, which gave rise to the existence of cities and larger communities. The dominance of the human species over planet Earth really started there. 90,000 years ago, Neanderthals and humans exist. Fun fact, this is roughly the time a pyramid modern spacecraft would need to reach the nearest star. Homo sapiens, the modern human, evolved 200,000 years ago. Look at all human history, what we call AD seems pretty small, doesn't it? 6 million years ago, our ancestor and a modern chimpanzee shared a common ancestor for the last time. And for 2.750 million years, stone tools were all in range. A mere 65 million years ago, the age of dinosaurs died in the enormous explosion which paved the way for the rise of mammals. But dinosaurs ruled the earth for an incredibly long time, over 165 million years. That so long means a T-Rex that lived 65 million years ago is closer to seeing Miley Circus concert than seeing live Stegosaurus. And small animal life on this planet started 300 million years ago. The earliest animals were fishes and other small, simple sea creatures. Then came insects, then reptiles, and finally, about 200 million years ago, mammals joined the party. Life itself began much further back, 3.6 billion years ago. Before any more appeared, there were 2 billion.4, when life consists of tiny microbes, countless single-cell bacteria. For 3 billion years, all life on Earth was invisible for the naked eye. It's hard to understand how single-cell organisms could develop into complex life forms like fish or sloths. The answer is time, a whole lot of time. 2.4 billion years to work is a lot of time to work with. 4.6 billion years ago, the sun was born from the remnants, and 60 million years later, Earth forms, and in those early years, frequent remnants by cosmic and asteroids supply Earth with large oceans, and the moon to send spaceships too. As far as the universe goes, our solar system is pretty new. 13.750 million years ago, the universe was born, and 600 million years later, our galaxies formed billions of stars, and what was their Big Bang? The truth is, we won't know yet, and maybe we'll never will. At least we give some color, so at least we have that. And there you have it, the past. Now let's take a look at what we know about the future. Roughly 1 billion years, the sun will be so hot that life on Earth becomes impossible. The death of the sun 4 billion years later marks the end of the solar system. Okay, so no more of the solar system. And what happens after that? A few trillion years from now, star production will cease, and one day, the last star in the universe will die. The universe will turn dark, inhabited by only black holes. Long after black holes have evaporated, our universe reaches its final stage, something called heat death. Nothing changes anymore. The universe is dead. Forever. Now you're feeling some pretty weird feeling right now, aren't you? Where to? It's only natural. The good news is, this is all far, far away. The only time that matters right now is now. The cute girl that you like, ask her out. Time is precious. Make it count. So, that's the end of the video. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.